So I was recording the 1.5 Genshin Impact reveal stream, and at the end, I realized I wasn't recording with any audio. So instead, I'll just be doing a voiceover of myself reacting to the video with my face cam on, but I'm not actually talking in the face cam. But yeah, I am, but God, you get the point.
Once upon a time, two twins traveled together throughout the universe. But one day, their path was blocked, and they were separated by an unknown god.
Ether! Lumine!
And now, the two of them are finally reunited in the Genshin Impact version 1.5 special program!
Anyone else think it's weird for both of them to be here?
In version 1.5, we'll have some brand new characters, several cool new monsters, and various special events. We'll also have an all-new feature to explore. And as always, there will be some optimizations and adjustments to our overall gaming experience. Now let's take a first look at the official trailer for Genshin Impact version 1.5, Beneath the Light of Jadeite.
In case you guys haven't actually seen the trailer, I'll let this play.
If it is fated, we will meet again.
It must have been about 4 or 5 days ago. There were a few men who came through here carrying baskets and picks. I guess that could have been them. And there was a child staggering in front of them.
This is I, Ashtaha, forged of elemental crystal. The enraged earth will not absolve you! Ah! You stand upon your tomb.
Quake! There is a fine line between good and evil.
This is order. It was humanity that attacked the ley lines that sustained me. So here lies the wisdom of the gods. To dust!
Hey, wait a minute. Does this count as martial arts?
Ready for trial! Incinerate! Breath of the flame! Inadmissible evidence! Well, I guess I've mastered both the pen and the sword.
People tell me that if I just spoke more softly, others may find it easier to forgive me. But the only reason they think that way is because they've never been branded a pariah before.
I condemn you! Freeze to the core! Eye for an eye! Vengeance will be mine!
This Serenity Pot is all yours now. Oh, you needn't worry about that. I've already arranged for a certain little helper to await you within this teapot. She will explain everything you need to know about it.
Wow, there was a lot going on in that trailer. It looks like Zhongli is gonna have a new storyline here with a super tough-looking dragon to fight. So be careful out there, Zach.
Hey, I've leveled up a lot since the last version. This dragon's got nothing on me.
Yeah, sure, Zach. You really expect us to believe that?
Zach literally gets roasted in every
I'm
stream.
excited for these new characters. They look super cool.
Yeah, and that sounds like a solid place to start, so why don't I begin by introducing the new characters first?
Sounds good to me.
Eula do be looking nice though. She's also a Cryo Claymore user, which is something similar to Jung Yun. The only difference is that she's a 5-star.
You want to learn some Favonia's blade work? All right then, I'll teach you. Oh yes, I'll teach you all right. Mark my words.
Introducing our new playable character, Eula, captain of the Knights of Favonius Reconnaissance Company. She carries a cryovision and elegantly wields her frosty claymore.
This is me trying to move my face cam, but failing really badly.
Damage. However, her elemental skill has different effects depending on whether you tap or hold the skill button.
Ooh, interesting. Tell us more.
Yeah.
When tapping the elemental skill, Eula gains a stack of Grimheart by hitting an opponent. Grimheart increases Eula's defense and resistance to interruption.
Sounds cool for a claymore wielder. What will happen if we hold her elemental skill then?
I was hoping you would ask that. When the skill is held, Eula consumes the stacks of Grimheart, and surrounding opponents will have their physical resistance and cryo resistance decreased. Now, each stack of Grimheart consumed will be converted into an Ice World brand that deals cryo damage to nearby opponents.
Ooh, I'm loving her Grimheart mechanic already.
Yeah, me too.
Eula's Elemental Burst, Glacial Illumination, deals cryo damage to nearby opponents and creates a Lightfall sword that follows her around for a certain duration. When her own normal attacks, Elemental Skill and Elemental Burst deal damage to opponents, they will charge the Lightfall sword until it explodes violently once its duration ends.
An explosive icy sword. Wow. That seems almost like a contradiction. I mean, ice that explodes? It's like mixing opposites.
Right? But it's somehow fitting for her character, you know? A noble heir who joins the family's arch-enemy, who moves elegantly but causes violent explosions, who manipulates cryo element but is called the Spindrift Knight. She's full of contradictions.
Nice, Sarah. That's pretty deep.
Thanks.
Hey, why don't we take a look at our next new playable character in version 1.5?
Sounds good.
She's a fire mage. Who actually throws fireballs. Okay, when I saw this staff, I love this. I already love this character. I might pull for her.
Need a cure for insomnia? Let me read you the history of the development of Liyue's legal system. None of my friends have ever lasted longer than 20 minutes.
The other new playable character in version 1.5 is Yanfei, a legal advisor active in Liyue Harbor. She's a catalyst wielder and holds a pyrovision.
Okay, so her work is all related to contracts, right? Because I know I saw some sort of gigantic pyro stamp slamming down when she attacks. You know, like the kind of thing you'd see used to stamp a contract?
Mm-hmm. You are correct. Both her normal attack, her elemental skill Signed Edict, and her elemental burst Done Deal grant her Scarlet Seals, which decrease Yanfei's stamina consumption. But these Scarlet Seals are not the big seal you saw.
Oh, so the Scarlet Seals must have been all those little red markings floating around her.
That's right. When she uses her charged attack, Yenfei consumes all Scarlet Seals, which in turn increase her charged attack's area of effect and damage.
So basically,
so
majority
that's
of
what I
her kit
saw.
relies on her
Sure
charge
was.
attack.
The first code will be unearthed in 3, 2, 1.
So all the codes are going to be in the description if you just want the codes, but they're also going to be throughout the video. If you do stick around and watch, thank you for all of you that do end up watching throughout the whole video. Means a lot. So yeah.
It seems only fitting to collect some rewards before we talk about event wishes in version 1.5.
Yeah.
All right. I know you guys are anxious.
Well,
to
everybody
hear
who wanted
more.
their Zhongli
In
rerun,
version
here it is.
1.5, the 2 5-star characters Zhongli and Eula will appear successively in their own separate event wishes.
Many of the players have been waiting for Zhongli's return, and it's finally happening!
The players have been waiting. I've been waiting. Okay, to elaborate, Yenfei will be featured in Zhongli's event wish, Gentry of Hermitage. The exact dates and durations for the event wishes will be officially announced later. Aside from the new characters, a new 5-star weapon and 2 sets of new artifacts will also be released in version 1.5.
Ooh, very cool.
That new claymore looks pretty ornate. It sort of reminds me of the 5-star bow Elegy for the End from version 1.4.
Oh, good observation. Now, this new 5-star claymore is called Song of Broken Pines, and it has a physical damage bonus.
Alright, so from that, we know now the Claymore is skills with physical damage. As for the effect, we have yet to find out, because they decided to not show it.
And there may even be a hidden story behind them.
Ooh, already feel
Also,
a story
for
coming.
the Pale
You know,
Flame
whenever
set,
Keith
it
even
looks
mentions
just
the
like a
word
better
story, I just
physical
wanna break
damage
out the
set,
popcorn.
which should probably be nice on
Exactly what
Razor
you mean.
or anyone else who want to
Let
build
me guess,
physical damage
it's a
on.
very epic and long story.
Then we have Tenacity of the Millilith, which is basically an
Epic
HP set.
imaginations, you know that?
Maybe this will work on
But
Zhongli?
aside from the
Who
weapons,
knows?
there will be 2 sets of new artifacts for players to collect. Tenacity of the Millilith and Pale Flame.
Ooh, awesome. Where can we get them?
If past updates are any indication, my bet would be that they'll be in a new domain.
And that is correct. The new domain, Ridgewatch, will be available to travelers after the version update. Now, it's located in the mountainous area that connects Mondstadt and Liyue.
Finally, we're getting a teleport waypoint there. That's always been one of the harder areas for players to reach.
Yeah, I bet a lot of people have used their portable waypoints to get there. Now we can save those for some other places.
Now, in addition to the new gear, some new storylines will be released too. After the version 1.5 update, Diona's Hangout event and Act 2 of Noelle's Hangout event will be available for players to enjoy.
Or hangout
Absolute
events is always
Noelle?
nice.
That is so sweet. I really love the Hangout memory illustrations with Noelle.
Okay, but that's not the only Act 2 we're getting in version 1.5.
Ooh.
Act 2 of Zhongli's story quest will be released.
I
in
was
the update as
excited for
well.
the Zhongli story
Followed
quest
by
if you couldn't
Eula's
tell
own
in my
story
webcam.
Wow, I already can't wait to see more of Zhongli's storyline. Can you tell us more about what's gonna happen, Keith?
Well, as you saw in the trailer, the dragon Ajdaha, who seems to have some, let's say, history with Zhongli, will be making an appearance in Zhongli's story quest.
Sounds interesting, but who exactly is this Ajdaha?
Oh, it was mentioned in the quest about the nameless treasure. Seems like Mr. Zhongli's past is finding its way back to him.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember, and meeting those who share the memory leaves an indescribable feeling.
Sarah, look, it's him!
It is!
Okay, that got me.
Okay, in a word, Ajdaha is going to play an important role in Zhongli's story quest, and the disturbance it causes will also pose a serious threat to Liyue. Furthermore, this dragon will become a weekly boss, so let's take a closer look at it in battle.
So yeah, you guys heard that. We got a 4th weekly boss. Let's go. You can change elements, which looks nice, but would also be annoying. Just like the Primo Vishaps.
All right then.
I don't know. It actually looks kind of cute.
Uh-oh, Sarah wants a new pet now.
Yeah, kind of cute, like it's gonna rip off my head.
No, I mean, it's got that little cute smirk happening. I think it's kind of cute.
Oh, that's true.
Right? And it's got those branches on its tail. And remember this place? There was a girl standing under a tree mumbling about the awakening of some most awe-inspiring individual. Remember?
Oh, right. Yeah, so she was talking about Aishtaha.
She was. Beneath the tree, or as it's called, the Dragon Queller, is the cavern where Aishtaha was sealed away.
This new monster reminds me of Geoviships.
Absolutely. They have plenty of similar traits. As a boss, Aishtaha can change its element, hence the different colors you see on its body.
It seems like when it switches its element, the surroundings and the domain change too.
Oh, looks like there will be a variety of conditions for us to deal with.
Ooh, are you excited, Zach?
Well, with all the lessons I've learned from fighting Geoviships, I'm confident that I can crush this Lord of Viships.
Good luck, Zach. You're the man. Okay, the next new monster we're about to meet will be a new member of the Hypostasis family, the Cryohypostasis. Let's see it in action.
All right, we have the Cryohypostasis. Slam this thing into the floor with pyro and you'll be fine, I think. Looks like there's a lot of dodging involved. Yeah, the people shouldn't have trouble with this. Never let go of WASD. Got it.
When the cryohypostasis reaches low HP, it enters a shield to protect itself and recover from the damage. In the meanwhile, it attacks its enemies.
Which means us.
Huh, but it seems like we'll never be able to finish it off if we can't break the shield. So how can we take its shield down?
Oh, I know the answer to this one. Travelers will need to figure it out on their own in version 1.5.
And with that, the apprentice has become the master. Yes, you are getting the idea. And there's one other new enemy we're going to see in version 1.5. Perhaps you two remember the Abyss Herald we encountered in version 1.4?
Oh, you mean that gigantic blue dude that works for me?
Well, technically, he would be my gigantic blue dude if you are the Traveler.
This is why I said it'd be weird if they're both in the same
Seriously, do you guys
show.
bicker about everything?
Yes.
Anyway, it turns out that another one of the Abyss Order's elite monsters will be making a debut in version 1.5, the Abyss Lector. Let's take a look, shall we?
And here we are, the Abyss Lector, basically the Electro Abyss Herald. Instead of looking like Tartaglia and slashing up close, he's ranged, and he shoots electro stuff at you. Yeah. His Grimoire do be looking drippy though.
Okay, one thing to be noted is that some of the Abyss Lector's attacks will decrease characters' elemental energy once they hit their opponents. So
Yeah, 'cause
be
Electro's
sure to
annoying as
dodge
shit.
those.
If only it was that easy.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, Zach, I know you well enough. What are you thinking about over there?
Well, the Abyss Herald we met before was like an assassin, whereas this Abyss Lector we see now seems more like a mage. The Herald could manipulate the Hydro element, while the Lector manipulates the Electro element. Now that I think about it, what if I could put them on my team?
Well, yeah, practically speaking, that would make a very good team.
Well, that could be what the lost sibling was thinking.
I'm sure the lost sibling said,
I will have order.
and now we have the Abyss Order.
Well, that's everything we have for our new monsters. So next, we will get a peek of an all-new permanent feature called Serena Teapot.
So is this
I think this is
Serena
Genshin
Teapot
Impact's
sorta
way
like
of implementing
Mad
a
King's magical teapot?
housing system.
Yeah, it's what's known as a realm within.
Ooh, it sounds exciting. That was really nice of them. I hope it wasn't too difficult to make.
Well, the Adepti of Liyue are mighty illuminated beings with great power. Creating a realm within is nothing but creating a little trinket for them.
Keith, you sound so cool.
You sound cool.
Oh, thanks.
The script
Let's
here,
take
though.
a closer look inside this so-called teapot. For starters, there are 3 different realm layouts for us to choose from: Floating Abode, Emerald Peak, and Cool Isle.
Wow, so this is what the Adepti would consider just a trinket?
Inside the realm, you'll find Tubby, a teapot spirit who manages all the general affairs in the realm within.
Oh, just like a butler.
Oh my gosh, Tubby is so round and cute! I love it!
And it plays an important role in our realm, too. When we raise its trust rank, it will give us some rewards and unlock new features for our realm. For example, the 3 different realm layers.
Peep the primogems.
We have to increase our trust rank if we want to unlock them all.
Okay, so question. If I rub Tubby, will it grant me 3 wishes?
What are you talking about? Tubby's not a genie.
Okay. I was just thinking, magic lamp, magic teapot. So anyway, how do we increase trust rank with Tubby then?
Whenever we create new furnishings, Tubby's trust increases. Moreover, with the help of the teapot spirit, we'll collect various blueprints from different sources. Once we've collected the necessary materials for creating furnishings, we can make those furnishings in the Serena teapot and use them to decorate our home. Of course, we can also buy some furnishings directly from Tubby.
Good. I'd like an ornate
So craft
glazed lily
furniture,
pattern
and that's how you get
incense
trust rank.
Really? That's a super specific choice.
Well, I'm a super specific guy.
Anyway, this Serena teapot will be a large personal realm that players may manage. They can take their time considering how to decorate the space and can fill it with the things they like to make it feel like home.
I see. Okay, then let's prepare some radiant grade Noctilucous jade for starters.
Okay, first of all, your standard of home is way too high.
And that's wrong because...
I mean, you know what? You do you. You do you.
Yeah, totally. Well, if we are short of any practical decoration ideas, we can also apply to enter our friends' realms for some inspiration. We can just stop by for a visit and snap some nice photos.
Ooh, that means we can throw parties in our personal realms. That'll be so fun. Are you gonna put me on your ultra-exclusive guest list, Zach?
Nope.
Zach!
Just kidding.
And as always, I'm sure the travelers will cover my expenses.
Huh? Wait a minute. What?
Can we even afford that?
Well, I mean, with the 2 of you together, you might be able to cover it.
I don't have any.
I don't think so.
Okay, I'm just kidding.
And as always, Zhongli being broke.
Anyways, that's all the news we have for the upcoming Serena Teapot feature. In the next section, we'll get to learn about some exciting events that will be exclusive to version 1.5. But now, it seems about time to give away our second redemption code.
Yeah! More rewards!
Practically speaking, the faster you act, the better.
Goodies inbound in 3, 2, 1.
If you made it this far into the video, we're really thankful that you watched this far. But, for those who haven't, you won't be able to hear me talk. But, yeah, I appreciate all of you who made it this far.
Okay, so first on the list is an event called Energy Amplifier Initiation. In this event, a Sumeru researcher will ask us to gather Irminsul fruit fragments. For a time, we'll be entrusted with a mysterious ancient relic, the Energy Amplifier. With this relic, we can unleash the power of the fragments we collect. During the event, this Energy Amplifier will grant us some effects in combat.
So it really is literally
This part of the stream I
amplifying our
don't
abilities.
really get,
Speaking
so I
of
stayed
ancient
quiet.
Relics, I feel like Mr. Zhongli would know something about that.
Mm-hmm.
What are you looking at me for? You know I'm not really Zhongli, right?
Oh.
But I do happen to have some insight on the Energy Amplifier. For one, there are variations of how you can configure the fragments into the Energy Amplifier. One variable, motive force, affects how many fragments one can configure. The higher the sum of your character's levels, the higher motive force you can provide to the Energy Amplifier. With higher motive force, players will be able to equip more high-quality fragments to strengthen their team.
What if I don't have enough characters at higher levels?
As always, Zach, that's where your friends come in. You can borrow up to 3 characters from your friends to increase your motive force. You got that, Zach?
Oh, friends. Yeah, got it. So the question then is, how do we gather all the fragments?
There are plenty of fragments spread all over the map. We'll search for the fragments in places of interest throughout the open world.
But it won't be easy to get treasures as powerful as Irminsul fruit fragments. Now, players will have to get rid of any trouble circling around the fragments before they're able to collect them.
Ah, that makes sense.
And we'll also be able to enter something called a Twisted Realm in the later phase of the event.
Twisted Realm? Sounds like a teapot gone wrong.
Not exactly. There are 4 domains in the Twisted Realm, and each has different bizarre twists.
This
You'll be
reminded
able
me
to
of the
select
hypostasis
difficulty
event,
and conditions
which
for
you could change the
domains to
difficulty
enter,
and stuff
just as in the
and make it
previous
harder.
Hypostatic Symphony event.
Oh man, I'm gonna
Of
have fun doing
course,
this on
higher
Expert.
difficulties will grant better rewards.
Okay, so this'll be one for players who are looking for some serious challenges.
And I should mention that a contract with Diona, the bartender of Mondstadt, will be one of the various rewards from the event shop.
Oh yeah, so if you guys
Sounds
don't
like
have
we can add
Diona
her
and you
to our
want her,
team by
well, now
participating
you can
in
get
all
her.
kinds of
And
activities
if you
for
didn't
the
want her
event.
and you need a consolation,
That's right,
oh,
go
there you
get
go.
her. Our next event to introduce is called Battlefront, Misty Dungeon.
Huh? This sounds like a completely different kind of game.
In this event, there will be 6 themed trials for us to complete, and we'll only be able to use characters from a set pool of trial characters from the event. Throughout the trials, our team will not form any elemental resonance, and food and potions in our inventory will also not be accessible.
Now that sounds tough.
But before each trial, we can preview the monsters we'll be encountering, along with some corresponding tips and tasks. So it is possible for us to choose characters that fit the conditions before we start. Nice, right?
Yeah, that's a relief. Whew. So, what do we need to do to pass these trials?
In each trial, players need to activate all 3 of the ancient runes within the time limit to gain access to the final challenge. There are benediction mechanics with the trials, which allow players to obtain certain bonus effects and make it easier to complete the trials.
At the same time, there are also some automated weapons systems that will detect and attack any intruders. Players will need to use the appropriate reactions to temporarily disable these devices.
We're definitely gonna have to use our heads to get the right strategies.
Totally, and with rewards like primogems, mora, and other materials
It's basically
awaiting,
running dungeons
it'll
with trial
definitely
characters.
be worth a shot.
This will be interesting.
Primogems? Oh, I'm in!
Our next event is called Mimi Tomo.
Sounds Hilichurlian?
You nailed it! This event is about a certain unusual hilly churl we might encounter in various locations.
I see. The one that throws primogems at players, right?
Okay, to viewers who are searching for where you can find this unusual hilly churl right now, just know you can't actually use the primogems it throws at you.
Lately, this unusual hilly churl has been stirring up trouble on the merchant routes. It's time for us to teach it a lesson.
But this Hilichurl is not an easy one to trace.
So we'll need to borrow some help from an expert. Perhaps you remember the Hilichurlian expert Ella Musk?
Yeah, you mean that little girl in the library?
So it's time for her to teach us a lesson.
Yeah, we'll be utilizing the handy handbook of Hilichurlian from her to communicate with other Hilichurls for intel on the whereabouts of this unusual Hilichurl.
That seems like fun, but I'm not sure I can memorize that much Hilichurlian.
You can write it down, Zach.
Or you can take a screenshot.
Oh, yeah, screenshot. Now that's good advice.
The only question now is, how reliable is this handy handbook of Hilichurlian? After all, it has a disclaimer on its title page saying it cannot be held responsible for any consequences of its use.
Wait, so you're saying it could potentially do more harm than good?
If that's the
Well,
case,
now we're all gonna have to learn Hilichurlian for all
by
this
physical means.
part of the event.
Ooh, now that's what I'm talking about. We could be quite persuasive that way.
That wouldn't be persuasion!
Wait, now I'm confused. We're talking about bribing them with some apples or something, right? Like that type of persuasion?
Oh, apples.
Yeah, apples.
And now you're making me feel like I'm a bad person.
Anyway, players will gain some furnishing blueprints, primogems, and other rewards from the event, so be sure not to miss out on this one. Our next event is simply called Wind Trace. Personally, I'd like to call it Hide and Seek.
All right, sounds fun.
And in case you're wondering, Wind Trace actually originates from when ancient nobles were hunting for rebels in Mondstadt.
Okay. Now things are starting to sound a little bit scary.
No worries, Zach. Today it's transcended from its dark history, passing down only the names of the two sides, Hunter and Rebels.
Oh, so what does a round of Wind Trace look like?
It's
I'm
prop
glad you
hunt,
asked, Zach.
or
Players
hide and
will be
seek,
playing
where
in
you disguise as an
contested
object.
zones. They will be allocated one of the two sides, the Hunter or the Rebels. The Rebels hide and the Hunter seeks. But there's more to it than just that. The rebels can use their windward arts to disguise themselves, place bait, or temporarily enter a hidden state.
All right, sounds interesting. How about the hunter? What can they do?
The hunter can use various arts to detect the location of the rebels and disable their tricks and disguises.
So, the two sides are really going at it then.
Yeah.
This is going to be fun to do in co-op.
Favors will descend upon the area at random, and both sides can pick up these favors to help charge up their own so-called secret favor.
There are 5 contested zones in the open world, so those who are familiar with all the areas and terrain will have some advantages.
Good news for those treasure chest hunters out there.
Yeah. Players will obtain Wind Trace coins from the event and unlock a variety of rewards, including a Wind Trace-themed name card. But if you play the game in co-op mode with your friends, or if you've already reached the daily limit of obtainable Wind Trace coins, then you won't be able to gain any more.
Ah, I see.
I hope you'll all enjoy this little game. Our final event is called Overflowing Mastery.
We had Leyline.
It's
Overflow
extra
before,
talent
right?
books for people who
That's
need
right.
it.
Only this time, we will have doubled talent level up materials. During the event, we will have 3 chances daily to collect double rewards using original resin from selected domains of mastery.
If I'm not mistaken, this is the first time we'll have an event that doubles talent level up materials. That's huge.
Exactly. So if you need to grind for talent level up materials, this will be your chance. Starting from version 1.5, the cost of original resin to claim rewards for the first 3 weekly bosses will be reduced from 60 to 30.
Okay, that's half the cost.
Yeah, and we'll have a total of 4 weekly bosses, so that means we'll be able to claim rewards from all the weekly bosses using a single day's resin.
Character companionship experience gained while playing in-team with other players in co-op mode will be doubled.
So, if we want to accelerate our friendship with some characters and learn more about their stories, we can defeat bosses or clear domains with other players in co-op mode.
Genshin Impact will send mail alerts to players before any limited time events end.
Yeah, considering all the unique gameplay and loads of rewards from those limited time events, it would be a pity to miss them.
Our last optimization, coming in version 1.5, will be about slimming down the game's overall size.
Oh, that sounds kind of cool.
With this optimization, players can manage the voiceover files they've installed. If you no longer want to keep the audio files for a certain language, you can delete the corresponding voiceover files manually.
So basically, you can delete
will not
voiceover
update in
files for
future
more
version
space
updates.
if you have trouble,
Imagine that could
you know,
save
with
quite a
Genshin
bit of
Impact being a
space.
really large game.
I know audio files can be massive.
Aw, but what if they decide to delete the English voiceovers?
No, don't delete us, please! Don't you want to hear more of me? And on that note, it's time to release the 3rd redemption code to our loyal viewers.
Yay! Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
I really didn't expect the video to be this long, but I'm also thankful for those of you who do keep watching, and I also want to apologize for screwing up the audio. And it would have made this a lot more easier to edit, but I had to go the extra way to add my own voiceovers. So yeah.
Alright, thanks for watching the Genshin Impact version 1.5 special program, everyone. And I hope you all have fun in your teapots.
Bye, everybody. See you in version 1.5.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Take care.
Bye. Are you still there? Yes! I was hoping you'd still be there because we have an extra special surprise for you. Check this out.
And now we got Inazuma reveals. This basically means that Inazuma is most likely, if not going to be in 1.6, because they gave us like pictures of how Inazuma looks, some of the areas. I'm looking forward to Inazuma releasing, and I hope you guys are as well. But thank you guys for watching. If you did, be sure to leave a like, comment down below. This video was different from my other reveal streams because I screwed up the audio. But yeah, thanks again. See you guys next time. Peace.